Hello, I'm IBX and today I have some absolutely massive news which, if it proves true, would truly change the landscape of Minecraft as we know it, and that is because Microsoft are supposedly nearing a deal to buy Mojang. That's right, Mojang, the people that make Minecraft PC and Pocket Edition and contract out 4J to make the console edition, are supposedly, looking to be bought by Microsoft. So, the reason I'm even reporting this, because if I heard this anywhere, if you told me this, I'd be like, no, that's not true. Mojang have no reason to need to be bought, they make a lot of money, and they like not having outsiders influencing their goals. However, according to the Wall Street Journal, a reliable source, Microsoft are in serious discussions to buy Mojang, AB that's their name, and that they might finish the deal within the week. So this would have absolutely massive ramifications for Minecraft across all the editions, and I figured I'd talk about what it could potentially mean and whether or not it really could be true. So first of all, is it really happening or not? Is this a true article? So I think that there's definitely a rumour going around, and I think they definitely have some big news. You don't just publish a big article like that without some, because, it has big credibility options. So I think, Microsoft definitely want to buy Mojang. Whether Mojang want to be bought or not is an entirely separate question. I think because Mojang, they like doing their own thing, especially with Notch, who really is one of those guys that's like, yeah, let's do this instead of that for no business reason, just why not, right? And I think that means that if Microsoft do buy Mojang, there's going to have to be a lot of strings attached, which, would be interesting. I think some of these strings in particular are relating to how long they keep the game going. I think Notch really wants the game to keep going for a while. He said he wants it to go for at least 10 years in the future. Maybe Microsoft give them a bigger guarantee, like 20 years, 30 years, something ridiculous like that. Maybe that's what convinces him. And honestly, I would just say, maybe a few years ago, that they'd never be bought out. However, a couple of years ago, even though Notch isn't that fond of Microsoft, or wasn't a couple of years ago, he actually licensed out Minecraft to be exclusive to Xbox as far as consoles went for, some massive amount of money. So it's not to say he can't be motivated by money, and especially in the form of Microsoft, maybe they have some stuff that convinces him in some way. So I think it definitely could happen, and if it does happen, there's going to be some strings attached, but right now it looks 50-50 if I had to judge it myself. So what would actually happen if they did buy Mojang then? So to use a couple of their previous examples, the biggest one being Rare, who did their own thing, and they were really, really liked by the game community. Then they were bought by Microsoft for a massive amount, so I think it was billions too. I think they'd follow the same kind of model, where they let them do their own thing, but every time they need a project for Xbox, they want that to be the first thing. So I think the biggest thing is just letting them run the PC, letting them run the Pocket Edition, let them run the consoles how they want. However, I think they eventually, or maybe just straight up, they'd do it, straight away, but I think they'd want to make the Xbox One / Xbox 60 slightly, having an edge of the PS3 / PS4. Whether that be, having the updates released earlier, whether that be having, exclusive texture packs or something. I'm not sure how they do that, if that would be part of the deal, but I think they definitely want something out of it. However, a lot of people are like, oh no, they're going to stop developing for the PC, they're going to stop, doing all this stuff. I don't think that's true. I think they might even do something really cool, where they let the PS4 keep doing its own thing, but they put a lot more money into the Xbox One / Xbox 60 version. So the way I picture that is they have a separate 4J Studios team, or maybe they, outsource the PS to someone else and let 4J focus entirely on Xbox, and then they just throw as much staff, money, etc. as it takes to get that version up, that game updated as much as it can. That means that they don't affect the PC, they don't affect the PlayStation, they don't affect all the editions, but they can still have the Xbox One version be, better in some ways, and that's a really good thing for them, because they want their Xbox to be the best in some ways, and that's what both the console makers want, and Microsoft buying Mojang and having them make a slightly better version for Xbox One, that could really go their way. Since right now, if you want Minecraft on a console, you're like, oh, PS4 or Xbox One. You can entirely pick. The PS4 probably has a very, very slight edge over the Xbox One, I'd say. But honestly, it's about what you want from the console. So they want to make it so you buy an Xbox One if you want Minecraft, or you buy a PS4 if you want the inferior Minecraft. That's what they want. That's not what I'm saying is happening. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really support this or not. I like the idea as someone who has an Xbox One, to be totally honest. Like, selfishly, I like the idea of Microsoft doing something to make that better. But to be entirely honest, I know that both Microsoft and Mojang don't want a massive, public relations disaster. They don't want everyone to hate their guts for making, something worse than something else. So I think whatever they do, it's going to be okay for everyone and good for Microsoft. So at the very least, they have to leave the PC and the PS versions alone for at least a little while. Maybe it means that they drop the PS3 earlier than the 360. I really can't work out exactly how they do something that everyone's okay with, but that still benefits them in a really strong way. So to quickly summarize the video, Microsoft might be buying Mojang. We can't entirely tell right now, but it looks like it's a pretty good chance. I'd say 50-50 personally. Some people would say a higher chance, some people would say a lower chance, but I think, there's a decent chance that it's on the table. If it does happen, there'll be a lot of strings attached, so if you're a big fan of something that's not a Microsoft system, I wouldn't worry about it. I think they're going to have to do something that doesn't make everyone hate them, because, Microsoft recently, they've been going on the big improving their image thing, where they're trying to seem like they're the good guys, and I can't imagine that would help them in any way. Also, if you look at Rare, the people they bought up, like 10 years ago, so it could be an entirely different situation, but they bought them, and they made them make Game Boy games for the longest time, before we got stuff like Vive Pinata. So, yeah, nothing to worry about in short, but maybe something good if you're an Xbox, but nothing bad if you're not, is my summary. So thank you for watching the video. Like it if you did like it, and you like this kind of analysis of weird, different news. If you didn't like it, let me know why. Leave a comment, let me know if you think that Microsoft buying Mojang be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, where I talk about this stuff as it breaks, and here is an outro.